I think one of the nicest things that we can do for our bodies is to take ourselves upside down into an inversion. And one of the nicest ways to do that is taking your legs up the wall. It's a position that is very restful for the heart, very restful for the legs. The spine is entirely supported by the floor, and it's very soothing. It's a very restorative pose if your legs are very tired from being on your feet all day. And I'm thinking particularly of the healthcare workers right now that are probably pretty busy and feeling the stress of the current situation. So I thought I would just demonstrate how simple it is to take your legs up the wall. You do need some free wall space in your house to be able to do this. If you don't have any wall space, you can certainly use the seat of a chair and then just place the lower legs on the chair so you have an angle in the knees. You can also do that over a bed or even the sofa. You don't have quite the same benefits because the legs aren't going directly straight up towards the ceiling, but it is still a nice restorative alternative. So to begin with, to take the legs up the wall, we start off sitting with the hip directly against the wall. So I have my right hip here against the wall. I have my yoga mat on the floor simply because I've got the wooden floor underneath me. You don't need to have that, but it's just adds a little bit of comfort. So from here with my hip, I'm literally touching the wall with my hip and my shoulder right now. I'm just gonna rest back and swing the legs up the wall and making sure that the seat bones are touching what is the baseboard here. Legs are going directly up the wall. You want to just check in with the backs of the knees here. You don't want to have any hyperextension in the knees. Some people are naturally hyperextended in the knees, and that's fine. If you have very tight hamstrings, it may be that you're not going to get your knees anywhere near the wall anyway. But so just check in with the backs of the knees here. Just make sure the knees are comfortable. The lower back is entirely supported by the floor underneath me. The natural curves are taken out of the spine, so it's very restful for the back of the body. I could have a little lift underneath my head here just to make it a little bit more comfortable, but if I was here for some time, I would probably look to do that. You can take the arms out shoulder height and just rest, or you may want to cross the arms over the body, which is a nice stretch for between the shoulder blades, just switching part way through. And you can just stay here with the legs up the wall. There are some stretches that we can do against the wall, but this I'm looking simply to take a rest here, just to allow the heart to rest, allow the legs to rest, to allow the blood flow to move in a little bit of a different direction to normal through the legs. And I'm simply going to rest and relax, follow the breath. Maybe close the eyes. Would be nice to have an eye bag just to encourage a little bit more relaxation. You can take some nice long breaths here, inhaling fully, and have a little sigh on the exhale, just to allow the full weight of the body to sink down. So staying here for as long as you are comfortable. You might want to leave your socks on for this. The feet may get a little chilly after a while. To come out of the pose, it's nice to just hug the knees in towards the chest if you can. And then we just roll to one side. Stay here for a few breaths. Just let the sensations settle from having the legs up the wall, particularly if you've been there for quite some time. And then when you feel ready, using the hands to help you come back upright. And there you go, legs up the wall. Very, very nice restorative pose. Thank you. Namaste.